All right, and we're back. Okay, are you there? Are you there? Team, are you there? The new stream, I'll put new stream link. I bet everyone thought I just got hit by a bomb. They're like, what just happened to AK? All of a sudden, the stream just went down. My OBS just stopped. Everything else went down with it, so I just had to reset everything back up. So I had to stop the stream on YouTube. I was like, oh hello? Hello? I was like, what happened? That was scary. All right, team, we're back. We're back. We're back for the last 45 minutes. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns you have, let me know. SIGA, again, we're kind of just watching some of these stickers slowly matriculate up. SIGA to 23. Let's see here. We have CSSE. What was Deck looking at earlier, too? I forgot he came over and alerted it. TTD. That's right. The trade desk or whatever I think it's called. The trade desk, right? Yeah, the trade desk. This had a nice spike, but everything's moving sideways. Literally, it just kind of started spiking at all recently was Tesla. You know, CSSC just had this beautiful trend line crack as well. So CSSC almost, I wouldn't say time to cut off the list, but, you know, if we get back below, I'd say 15 and close to this VWAP, your chances of spiking up at least the high of day areas are probably gone at that point. When I say high of day, I mean pre-market high of day. Now, we could typically get back to high of day in market. I just think the fun and run will be done when we crack 15. So we need to hold over 15 for a CSSC, dump down to the VWAP 14.5-ish area. I think it's just going to dump off even more. Any questions, any tickers, anything you want me to go over, team, let me know right now. I am all good. You know, it's the paper you said, Rich Green. Sorry, I missed that as everything just went off. D-Star, and then Rich Green, I should say, and D-Star was like, I didn't hear Bingarang. Thought maybe you had had enough of us. Rich, I was like, I'm out of here for the day. I would never do that. That would be so rude. Deck came back on talking, and I was like, what? Any questions, Seam? Any comments, concerns you have, let me know. Wrap this up here in about 30 minutes for the day. CNTB. Yeah, let's go over CNTB. 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 There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Very slow mover today. Obviously, I can tell the volume overall. Ascension, I would like this with more volume over 165, 170. We are at that price as right now, which is nice. We need to get over this really and hold this 165 mark, which was the close from a couple days ago when we started spiking up. Was that on Monday? So a close, open to close candles up over that 170, 175. You're going to get a push up to 2. The volume is just ridiculously light on an Ascension. Would think it would fade off. One would think so with no volume, but that also does not, mean it's going to fall off, because when there's no volume, well, that means no one's selling. So if there's no selling, that can't go down. So it needs volume of some sort to go back down. There is this beautiful shelf here at 160. You can see that. If we crack that, I would say you'd probably get back down to the 140, 150 to upper 140 range for the day. If this shelf at 160 does crack. Alrighty. I'll do this just so you don't have to do you can just do the poll. Are you liking the options bootcamp and want more of it? Grow and learn together? Question mark. Yes, please more. Nah. Get out of here. All right, there you go. If you wouldn't mind, team, anyone that's over here, Love Chip, Super Buddy, Rich, if you're still around, Ascension, if you're still around, Uncle Mark, if you're still around, Darth Trader, Changes Will Come, MJS, Changes Will Come, nice see over here too, I just saw that. Anyone, Anthony R, Dub, Rich Green, Rio Trader, Ben, Paul, J Trades, but anyone that that is in chat listening right now. Go over and do the poll. There's a little poll up top right now. New poll. Are you liking the options bootcamp and want more of it? Do you want to grow and learn together? Let your boy AK over here know. Your little sheep over here. Barry Gold! Oh, he likes the gold. Hey. Nice to see you in chat. Miss Boss still in chat. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Cool. Any of y'all that are still around, go up and do me a little a poll. Do a little a poll voltage. Vote on the poll. Well, I can tell that drop off too. A lot of viewers. It's crazy how like that when that happened. A lot of viewers just got tanked out because I think they were viewers from unfortunately from YouTube because I put the link out for traders to watch. That's right, Dark Trader. I love the gold. How you doing, Barry Gold? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Barry Goldberg. Nice to see you in chat. Nice to see you, Barry Goldberg. Awesome. You guys are loving it. Yes, more please. Cool, cool, cool. Done. That's obviously, it is definitely a done deal. I just want to let you guys know I will be doing more of that for sure. Just want to make sure you guys are enjoying it, doing it together. I figured it'd be a good way to learn. Then you get to see me at my most vulnerable team. Like, wow. AK is truly lost, and I like it. I like to see he's as lost as I am. Or something, you know what I mean? Like, this guy has no idea what he's doing in options either. This is great. Doing great, boss. You're awesome, Barry Goldberg. You know, I'm telling you. I mean, literally, the next thing you know, I'm calling you Goldberg like you really, truly are a Goldberg. I think we're moving into some super slow times right there. Rich Green, awesome job, too. Although, hopefully, I'm sure you took that, though. That massive push up from that. That was a good time to buy that. That was a good option call buy right there as that moved its way on up. But there's really nothing else moving, team. There's anything you want me to go over, I can certainly go over something. If you want me to go over and get into a lesson, if there's something overall that you need me to break down a little bit more, I think the main thing that I think a lot of us are going to be moving into over the next couple of weeks, which we can all tell, try to pace us along, not too quickly at all for sure. A nice slow and steady pace. I do not want traders to get left behind essentially. So each day will be just something like today where you're just watching me trade. You can do it with me, take the trades with me if you want to even, because I'm going to try to at least get in and out of trades that make a little bit of sense and of course go smaller. Maybe by next week start getting into like say 10, 15, 20 contracts or, bigger size and bulk to see exactly what the movement can be when you get more contracts, less obviously more shares. One contract does equal 100 shares. If you don't know that, that's what one contract, it's kind of giving you the option to be able to trade tickers that you may not be able to trade, essentially because you can't afford the share size. So instead of, luckily there are some traders out there, Dex, Taylor traders, those traders of the world that have $500,000, have $1 million maybe in their account, whatever it may be, so that you had to average, put margin on top of it. They've got a lot of money to go into. They can get a lot of shares if they want to. But for traders, a lot of us, we know we may have $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 even account. You can't get too many shares. Now imagine traders that may only have a $10,000 or $20,000, $30,000 account. They definitely can't get any shares. And so it just gives you the option to be able to participate buying into those certain companies or ticker stocks, however you want to word it. And so one contract equals 100 shares. So you can tell with 100 shares how much, how the volume moves up and down. With just Tesla alone, that one contract, I was in it for like 10, 20 seconds or whatever it was, in like a minute at most, probably two, and it was, was already up $20 on 100 shares, which you get my point. It does not take long to make much money on Tesla. So again, when we move further down the line, we will do more shares for sure as well. Or I should say, it'll be more bigger, more contracts. So instead of doing one, do like 5, do 10, do 30 contracts. Awesome. Thank you guys for participating in the poll. Whew. Anything else you want to go over, team? Let me know. I'm here for you next 25 minutes or so. I won't head out early. Not doing it to you. And you can just tell when it is slow, team. Look at this. Just sideways movement. Oh, Infi. Here we go. Here's a little pop and drop. Finally getting one of these pop and drops for the day. INFI, Infi, Infinity. It's funny. They had their PR this morning. They actually had a price target cut from 5 to 3. But yet still we get a spike today on INFI, Infi. 100% watch for the short here. Would not be looking to go long on INFI. LTRPA, remember this is on watch for movement into tomorrow. Really could maybe start being this super parabolic mover. We do have a lot of past chart history behind it though. That's the only thing I would say, hey, maybe if we get over this, the 200-day moving average of 182, then there might be that shot. You can tell it's kind of in that squeeze pattern when we got over the first two moving averages and we squeezed off of them recently. It just can move lower float. I think the float's somewhere around the... Oh, I thought it was lower. LTRPA, the float here shows 72.2. I thought the float was less than 5 mil. I have to double check that. And if it is 72 mil, it's not going to be like LTRPB, which we all have seen this stock run before, at least for the most part, because we did just see it run recently. But LTRPB has a super small float, so I figured their other end with LTRPA would have the same thing. Guess it does not. But you can just tell, it's just so dead right now, team. I would be saving my trades for tomorrow. If anything, go practice some, practice some options. If you want to be maybe on the cusp soon for shorting, go ahead and try to find some shorts, possibly here in the next hour or two. But just practice. I would sit on my hands. There's no need to risk going in on trades. There's nothing moving as of right now that I'm seeing that's worth a trade to be had or risking the biscuit, in my opinion, because what you would be doing more risky type trading. Otherwise, go practice options. Look at Tesla. Mostly, for the most part, even the SPY is moving out to the side, you can tell, so it hasn't had a lot of movement. Tesla's been the main one that's kind of done its... I mean, it is moving a little bit, as you can tell overall. We'll zoom out, and you can tell a little bit with the SPY, but today's one of those days where Tesla's really doing its own thing. A lot of it comes back to Elon selling like 7 billion shares of his, it's like, how many shares does he have left? But just sold off enough shares to take $7 billion worth. Does anyone know that actual share count that he had? Like, how many shares was that he sold? Everyone is just sleep. Is everyone sleeping over there? Y'all sleeping? I'll stop the stream again, wake everybody up. Otherwise, Sam, I know it's super dead. I want to stick around, but if there's nothing that you have to let me know, I mean, I may call it a little early today because there just truly is nothing to alert. I can get into a lesson if you want to. I just know it's super, super dead right now, and I don't want to get you guys into a trade, so there's no alerts to be had. Again, I haven't put this out today. If you do want it, here's my Instagram and my YouTube. So any like today's live stream, yesterday's, the day before, all my live streams are over there. On top of the fact I do have all my lessons I've done recently, any of the interviews I've done from top traders in chat or out of chat. I'm going to get some more out of chat traders in as well. Go over there. There's my website first off. So there's the website needing extra help. Been doing those lessons or in sessions with traders for crazy to think over a year now. And so if you do need any extra help, come over to my website, Prime Trading Investments. I love doing those one-on-ones with you guys. Here we go. Maybe this song will wake you up. Here we go, team. Y'all remember this one? Come on. Boom, boom, boom. I know you'll remember this one. Come on now. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Watch for Tesla, team, over this 880 mark. Tesla, if you are interested, to me, your best play if you want to practice options. Now, again, be careful with your option play unless you know what you're doing. But it's going to be on Tesla. Tesla has its best movement. This clears 880, team. Watch for a move, possibly 885. I'm seeing high of day, honestly. If this gets over 880, I'm betting this gets up to this 890-ish mark, somewhere in the 890s. As of now, that's about really your only mover that I can see that would be worth attention for you to take a trade. Again, if you're already in a trade, that's one thing. So watch your trade that you're in. But moving forward, I would be studying up, looking at shorts. Yeah, BK, they just started that. Yeah. That's it. I mean, that's how things were back in the 90s. I mean, are you kidding me? You could, anything were lyrics. And no one got offended. That was another good thing. Yeah, maybe some people did, but for the most part, you were just singing a song and having a good old time. Tesla's. I bet Dex watching Tesla too. I'm gonna put money Dex watching Tesla, and he is. So Dex got Tesla on watch as well. It seems like the top two stocks to watch are going to be Tesla moving forward, and then possibly because it's still holding 15, CSSE if it does squeeze, get back to high of day area. Of course, your all-day mover is going to be SIGA. That's going to be another stock to watch. If you are looking to get a trade, I guess SIGA overall over S or CSSE I would go with. And here's where what I'd be looking for. I mean, it hasn't cracked it yet. It's, all the way back way down here. Had the first trend line, didn't crack it, extended off of it, creating a new trend line right now. And so I would look for this trend line crack back under 22.5. That would be your first target, 22.5, down to about the 22.25, 22.30 mark, as we've talked about multiple times today, then possibly back down to 22. SIGA is going to be your top stock to watch for a good short opportunity. If you want to go long, I would honestly be looking at Tesla. Tesla is going to be your main stock. I'll keep SIGA on watch right here. Beautiful U-shape today. And what I will do is keep over here on watch, in case it does start moving, CSSE. Boom, boom, boom. I can't find a filing net all from must selling shares. Really? Huh. That's weird, Darth Trader. Figured that would be out already. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong area. Come on, Darth Trader. This is not the time for you to fail us. The Darthness. The Darthness. Kind of like that. The Darthness. Instead of the darkness, you're the Darthness, SSNT. Beautiful overall, kind of wonky-ish looking head shoulders. Head and shoulders up top, shoulder, head, shoulder, and we're falling off from it. Really, overall, was this bottom shelf at about 22.75 that we're now under and now trying to stay under. I would say look for a short. I know you've missed some of the short today on that ascension. So watch for this short, possibly down a little bit further. 345 is in sight. You can see what was trying to hold up from earlier in the day from yesterday, which would be right around here. Again, the 470 or 375 mark. Now that that's cracked, there will be a little bit of support about 365, but I see this probably down to around the 335, 340 mark in the end today if this dumps out of this area and gets some more volume into it and sells off a little more. Got Tesla, SIGA, CSSE, because it's still up. Alrighties. BKU, it is just because it is overall quiet today. It has just died off at lunch. I forgot who said it. It may have been you, BKU, but whoever said this is one of the slowest lunches in a while, or that I can remember, something along those lines. But this is definitely has been one of these slower, not only days but lunch days that I've seen in a while. Very, very slow today overall, especially in the lunchtime. Add all those shares up for me now, Dark Trader. I don't think it says at the bottom ever how many all the shares were. You just have to go through, I think, in the end, don't you? Because it's this many shares at this price, this many shares at this price. I mean, just a buku's amounts. I mean, imagine having 455,000 shares. That's the biggest one I found. That's nuts. 455,000 shares at a cost basis. What was it, 848? Man, just made some money. Let's see here. Ascension Bark gonna do anything? I don't know. Is it more bark than bite? Huh? Is it more bark than bite, baby boy? I would say Bark's going to just be a slow and steady mover. I don't think Bark's going to be anything crazy today. It would have done it by now. Usually it's what I tell most traders and tell you guys, like, hey, if you spike today at some point, you probably would have already noticed its spike ability. Usually you don't get and that's what I thought. I thought it was a bigger float, 100 million float play. Later in the day, it hasn't really spiked all day. I mean, it's been a matriculator, not a spiker. So I would just imagine this and still would imagine this being a slow and steady matriculator the rest of the day. All right. Silverback, nice to have you over here, boss. What do you got, a little trend line? Yo, Spy. I don't think I've really ever looked at that. The chart like the SPI Max Weekly like that. BKU, what's your guess as to where BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, goes in the next day or two based on the daily chart? BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm going down. I bet it goes down to this 820-ish area. 820, possibly even further to 750, but somewhere close, you will see I know it's already kind of tipping off this area, but it likes to keep doing that and then working its way down even further, where the closing of these candles are even lower and lower and lower. And the open, you can tell where the open is here. The open is here. Watch for like an open tomorrow at around like 890-ish or 990-ish, I should say, and then for that just to tumble back on down tomorrow, and then do that for maybe another couple of days. I would say this ends up getting close to 820-ish though overall, somewhere in that 820 mark. That was fun though, team. Honestly, it was a slower day. I will say super slow day, but man, doing options has just been, that was fun, honestly. Getting to do a little something new, feeling like a complete noob. All over again, and actually enjoying being a newbie. It was a great, team. Last 10 minutes, questions, comments, concerns, anything you have, let me know right now. Let me know, team. I won't be going live much longer, but for you, I will answer anything over the next few minutes. Real quickly, let's just do this for fun. Y'all ready? All right. Ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I come. Gee, that used to be so fun. I bet all I bet you didn't think this young guy knew that. I say young, we went over how old I was yesterday. Now you know how some of us new people feel a lot of the all Mad Money. I was there. I know. Trust me. That's why I'm here for you. And that's why I'm going to do this together with you, so you can see the struggle that I go through. We'll do it together and get good together. That way I'm not leaving any of you behind. Let's just add this up for fun. We got 18,006. Whoops. Well, we'll just call it whatever. Sure. 360. 8,053. 106,535. 224. I'm just done adding all the small ones. I didn't even add that right. See, I already messed this up. Jesus, I already messed this up. All right, I'm just going to add 18. I'm not going to add all the small ones. 18,000. I meant to clear it out all the way. 18,000. Let's see how many shares he sold. Plus 8,000. Plus 106,000. Plus 224. Oh, I knew you were going to come in and do that, Dart Trader. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Man, I was like, watch, I'm gonna do this, and Dart's gonna come in and finally give the answer. 800,000 shares. That is crazy. That is some shares to be sold there. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell 800,000. 800,000 shares. I haven't made $800,000 in my life, let alone shit. What? I'm just like getting to that. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, selling more shares of a stock. And I have not even made that much money in my life, and he has that amount of shares of a ticker, a company. Yes, I know he's invested in. It's kind of his company that costs $800 freaking a share. There are more filings, so about 675 million worth. There are more filings. Jeez, that is crazy. All right, team. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything else you have? Let me know right now. Doing a little chili tonight. Not chili, it's some kind of like, some soup my wife made. It's actually really leftovers. I already cooked it last night. Here's my website again. We can go into food for a minute. Food was great last night, though. All fresh ingredients. Only a couple of cans. Everything else was fresh. Having that left over tonight. Made a little white queso last night. A little white queso. Still, any day now, ready for that $3.92 to come in. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh. Hopefully you guys are having great weather out there. Rich Green, see you tomorrow morning, boss. See you tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow, team. Same time today as tomorrow. Same on, well, not Friday. I was going to say back then on Monday. Friday, I may give a day off of options. But same thing tomorrow, team. 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Come on over here for lunch commentary, which starts at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 12:30, I will get into options just like I did today. We'll get round 2 in. Round 2 of learning how to trade options together. Imagine when we're at round 27. You know, say middle of ish or so next month. Team, we're going to be killing it. Snooze. Have a good one, boss. Have a good one, good one, good one. D. Sarley, have a good one too as well. Any last questions, comments, anything worth going long on? Only thing I saw, Darth, what you were helping me out on, I would have said Tesla. And here we go. Tesla's one of the main ones. And really, that's it for right now. You know, that's about all I see worth going long on. Now, maybe Siga, but it's just so slow at this point. Trend line's cracked. You know, there's really just not much moving. I'm going Tesla. Tesla's my number one watch for you guys moving forward the rest of the day. Ascension, awesome. Appreciate it, boss. Thank you guys for coming on over here. Anyone else heading out? I'll get that, I was going to say, I almost want to play it every day now because of the cowbell and the response we get from not only you guys, because you love a little cowbell in your life, but the dogs. Uncle Mark, Miss Boss, Rich Green, Super Buddy, Changes Will Come, Barry Gold. Thank you all for coming over here. Love Chip as well, Uncle Marksters. Have a good rest of your day, team. Again, don't forget tomorrow, lunch hour commentary. As always, get another day. I cannot wait of more commentary in. And, of course, options. R-Dub, thanks for coming over, boss. Rio Trader, Paul, J Trades. I'm going to get every one of you. Run on the Banks. Thank you, team. You guys are you are the shiz, said Sniz. Love Chip. Later on, brother. Love you. Be right coming on in hot with that GIF for me. Deck says NVTA for penny stock play. Let's take a look at. I have noticed some of these plays popping up here recently. Possibly Guav. We can keep Guav on watch. Deck did just bring up another one, NVTA, that was popping up. I just don't see a lot of movement overall. NVTA has got to be your best mover. I just now noticed this. Thanks, Deck. I guarantee you, though, this has a very weird. Let's go to it here. Chart setup today. I hate charts that look like this. And I was right. I was going to say, I bet it has a very big float. NVTA's float team is 220 million. That is redonkulous. Now, it is moving pretty big, or pretty good size for a 220 million in float ticker. I would say 380 would be your bounce play. So if you are looking to go long, here's a decent play as well. So 380 for your dip buy on NVTA. I'll mark this as blue. So watch list real quickly. NVTA, 200 mil float, slow and steady mover. Will have its pops. Play the trend line and support the resistance lines. Siga. Play the shelf being built. Crack back to 22.5 and under to 22.3. Tesla. Watch for overall move to 890 area. Yeah, by Skrillex, I think, right? Dart Trader Skrillex makes the song, or made the song. He makes the song like he's making banana pudding, I should say. Well, he's making banana pudding today. Yeah, Skrillex. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, yep. I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite, to be honest, but it'll work. But it's all right, yeah. This is the part I think a lot of people know. This part right here. That part right there gets dubbed out in a lot of songs. Like that right there gets used in a lot. That area right there. Gated Trader, what's up? Yeah, Skrillex is good though. Definitely no. Hey, you're kidding me. That's he's paying a little tribute to my jam. You know, my anthem, my Bangarang. That's our little Lost Boys and Girls battle cry, so to speak. Time to bust out the glow sticks. Yeah, right, Dart Trader. All the Lost Boys and Lost Girls are having. They just ate way too much food. They're in this food coma and they don't know what's going on. Wait, if you didn't get Lost Boys from that song along with Bangarang, where does that come from? Hold on, wait. If you didn't get Lost Boys from that song along with Bangarang, what are you talking about, Sniz? I got it from Hook. You know the movie Hook, right? That's where I got bought. And there is a movie. There are Lost Boys, and then there's the movie, right? If y'all have looked up if y'all have ever seen this before, I'm always going back to Hook. But Lost Boys, a lot of people think, like, they sometimes think of these guys, the Lost Boys, right? Which, yeah, kind of the same. Mine are a little more cool and friendly, and definitely help out a little bit more often. But yes, Sniz. So I didn't know what you meant by that. But wait, if you didn't get Lost Boys from that song along with that. I didn't get Bangarang from that song, though. I got Bangarang from Hook and Robin Williams. Of course, what I put in chat every day, you know, not that he's saying, he's actually crowing when you see him doing this. He's not actually saying Bangarang right here. He's actually crowing. So he's crowing. You can tell too. It almost looks like he's saying crow. But he's going cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah, that's my boy Rufio right there. You know, that's my boy. I love Rufio. Hated seeing him pass right in front of me. It hurt. Oh wait, that's Bongo. Yeah, Bang a Gong by T-Rex. What's funny? Get it on. It's called Bang a Gong. As a kid growing up, I thought that was the Rolling Stones. So if y'all hear this song right off the bat, you've never heard this song before. Bang a Gong. You would think maybe it's the Rolling Stones. Sweet my girl. Damn, I'm like, what? That's not them? Oh, it's not them. It's this band called T-Rex. Okay, all right, I got it now. NVTA, even though it has a massive float team, it's moving pretty nicely. Just be careful on NVTA. I'll go real quickly over to NVTA and see if there's any news on it earlier this morning for a reason for it to actually continue to move up. No, just says why analysts say about NVTA. Yeah, exactly. Nothing that I'm seeing overall. Let's see, his Corp CEO Kenneth Knight on Q2 22 earnings, which was yesterday. Earnings called transcript, so nothing major except for earnings. Pretty much anything based on earnings. That's the only reason NVTA is moving, and it's got a float of 200 million. Geez, usually I'm floating that right out of the gate, shorting that right out of the gate, and I'm surprised it has not been a good short. Sniz, that's so funny, Sniz. You actually Thought I liked the Skrillex. That's the reason. No, I do not a big. I mean, I like Skrillex, but not a massive Skrillex fan. And no, I got it strictly from Bangarang forever ago, before any of you guys actually were in chat. Because Iggy used to do Bang or Bang Bang. All these top traders had their little. They win, and they'd have like a little. What would you call that? Like like a little, like a trademark saying essentially after a win. You know, like a trademark fist pump from Tiger Woods. I was like, man, I want something. And so I always saw Iggy's as, the Banger Bang Bang. And so I was like, oh, boom, straight back to Hook and Bangarang. I mean, I don't know, when did Skrillex even come out? When did that song come out? When did that song come out? That's one thing I do want to know. Oh, it is old. Okay, so it is 2011. I couldn't remember when that first came out either. So that did come out about 10 years ago now. So that was before I was yelling Bangarang. So it wouldn't be from the song. No, it was actually all from Hook. Robin Williams and being Peter Pan. Hanging out with Rufio and you boys. Why do you always call you Lost Boys and Lost Girls? And that's what's so funny. I guess, does he say that in there? I don't know if he brings that up, because that's where he got all that from, I would imagine, is my point. I'm like, why do you think I call you Lost Boys and Lost Girls? I was like, it's from the movie. You are my Lost Boys and Lost Girls. That is funny, though, if people think that I got it from Skrillex. But because, again, I would imagine he got that from the movie itself, right? Not that I want to put 100% bet on that, but I'm just betting that that's where he got that from, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Adrian for music, yeah, exactly. Because of course, if you think about it, what they're trying to do, Hook's trying to get the boy to live his life, and then Peter's trying to, the real Peter's trying to keep him from that happening. I mean, it's a classic. Like a lot of those tales back in the day, especially stuff made by Disney. There's a lot of underlying meanings from a lot of this stuff, or things that you don't realize. But regardless, Peter Pan's not the villain. Are you kidding me? Peter Pan is such the heroic, awesome badass. Are you kidding me? Come on now. To leave all of his life and love behind and just go live the life of a kid? I mean, that's I mean, you got to think. That's some pressure. Most 18, 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, they can't handle that. They can't hang and handle with that pressure that Peter Pan's got put on his shoulders. Most 18, 19-year-olds are crying their way to the wherever they're crying their way to these days. No offense to any 18, 19-year-olds out there, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, the dark history behind Disney. Yeah, exactly. That's what's awesome. I love it. I think I love it. It kind of gives you those deep twists, and again, that's why I like good movies with good plot twists. I mean, some movies, and again, sorry, sniz, but like Endgame, cough, cough, one of the highest rated movies, and definitely the most sought after seen movies in the past decade plus, maybe even this century, I thought was a crying shame heap of crap going to use Back to the Future. I checked out of that movie so fast, team. Oh, my wife was, I just kept making comments like, I bet this is about to happen now. I was calling stuff out left and right. I'm like, this is the worst, most predictable movie. All these cool plot twists, and you're going to end it with Back to the Future. You might as well, I want to see Marty McFly come in with the DeLorean right now. I want Marty McFly in the DeLorean. I want it, if you give me that, now I may feel a little bit different. You put a little McFly and a little Doc in there, maybe all of a sudden Optimus Prime shows up in that last battle scene because they need an extra good guy. Just for like a split second. He was like, was that Optimus Prime or was that a Gundam? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, but that's why I love, again, I think most that have seen it. One I always go to. One of the great movies with plot twist. Oh my gosh, and now my mind just slips me. Oh boy, here we go. I just brought this up recently, team, and I told everyone, The Departed. Go see The Departed. That's that movie and that writing. I always go back to The Departed. There's a few other ones, though, that are just like, now that, in the past 20 years or so, now that is some writing. All right, team. Any questions? I think we're good. We're moving on to now movies. Stocks are this slow that we're looking at a 200 million float mover, and that's it. With some pretty decent volume, I will say. The one thing that you can count on stock with a big float like that, team, there is no spread. So right now, the spread on NVTA is literally 1 penny. So there's not much. Even when you get the volume that is moving into this, finally getting some pretty darn good shares traded here. As you can tell overall, more mob than we've had all day. There's still only a 1 cent spread, so that's really sweet. You can get in and out of this even market ordering, and you're not going to get slippage on it. That's the one thing I like about stocks like this with a 1 cent spread. All right, team. I guess I'll do it for Skrillex and anyone else in chat. Less questions, any comments, any concerns? Sniz, Ascension, Adrian from Music, BKU, Vegeta, Darth Trader. Thanks for coming over today. Everyone else, all my ladies, all my gents, all my kids, all my grandparents. Have a good rest of your day. I am done. Time to get the sweat on. It's time to work out. Got to get the sweat on here. It's working out time. Time to get fit and ripped again. I've taken too much of a summer lull. The heat got to me. I'll admit, big slippage over here. Time to get working out again. Too many noodles. Too much chili. Too much cheeseburgers and ribs and all the good food. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day. And I'm surprised I haven't played this more as much as I yell Bangarang, honestly. You know, and that's kind of my slogan. So for those that do like it, and it was a pretty good banger back in the day. And see that sample at the beginning, you know, this has been sampled, I know, a lot different, but that sample, doesn't that sound like a Michael Jackson song? Or not ABC, the Jackson song. I forgot what that song is by the Jacksons. Anyway, Lost Boys, Lost Girls, see you all back here. Lunch commentary starts at 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We'll get into day 2 of course, the options boot camp. I'll get lessons in tomorrow too as well. I've got new options to continue doing my stock trading boot camp. So we're not only doing the options boot camp, you're learning with me as we grow in this options game. Since everyone's getting into it, I'll do it with you all. We'll also have more lessons that deal with shares and stock trading team that we normally are doing day in, day out. Have a good rest of your day, team. Lost Boys, Lost Girls, all my Hook family related friends and family, but hey, and even my Skrillex ones too, but definitely my Lost Boys and Lost Girls from the Hook Peter Pan land of never. What is that? Where do they live at again? Oh my gosh. Now I'm telling you, team, my brain goes blank way too much when I need to remember stuff. Have a good rest of your day, team. See you all back here tomorrow morning. Lost Boys and Lost Girls, see you then. Yeah, this is definitely from Hook. You know, this is all from Hook. You've seen that too, right? Please tell me Sniz and everyone has seen Hook. If not, if you don't go see The Departed, you better go see Hook and go see it by tomorrow, because I've got a little trivia. Tomorrow, maybe a little giveaway with a little Hook trivia team. Lost Boys, Lost Girls, see you tomorrow. Let's get it in 3, 2, 1. Bangarang! See you tomorrow, team. Off to Neverland we go. To Neverland, team. I'll see you there tomorrow. See you, team.
Yo, I'm eating Fun Dip right now.
Not giving a fuck.